Hey everybody, welcome back to Prepper Junkie. Today on the table we have a Sig Sauer P322. Let's get this review started. Alright folks, so let's get this unboxed. It comes with, this is your typical kind of Sig hard case. In the box comes a spare 20 round mag, and you heard that right, 20 rounds of 22 LR. Comes with a speed loader, and it comes with your pistol and another 20 round mag. So it comes with 2 mags, and it comes with a gun lock, some parts, we'll go over that in just a second. It comes with a user manual and so on. Alright, so let's take a look at the gun. This is it right here. First thing out of the box, you're going to notice how light the gun is. It is a very light gun. But let's start off with the grip here. Go down to the bottom. It might be a little hard to see here, but we have a slight flared mag well right here, which is really, really nice. And on the grip we have some excellent stippling. We do have the Sig Sauer branded on either side, and then you have a finger groove right here and a cut under the trigger guard, and then obviously kind of a back part here, not quite a beaver tail, but it allows you to get a really good purchase on the gun. It does feel very comfortable in the hand. I have medium-sized hands and I can easily fit my hand on there, so very nice indeed. On this side, we do have a mag release right here, and it's got some texturing on there, some serrations, and then it does have like a thumb cutout groove on either side, depending on if you're a left or a right-handed shooter. Moving along, so obviously we have a nice large trigger guard, and we have a flat face trigger right here. It is plastic. You can change this trigger out to a curved trigger that comes with it. So if you want to switch it to a curved trigger, if you prefer the curved over the straight, you can switch that out, and it's pretty easy to do. So it's very nice. And you have a 1913 pick reel here if you want to add a light or laser or something like that. Moving up to the slide, or actually moving up just a little bit higher, on either side, this is an ambidextrous gun. It does have a safety on either side right here, as you can see here. And then we have the slide catch and release on either side also. And then we have our takedown lever right here, which we'll go over in just a second. Moving up to the slide, we have some nice serrations on the front and back. You get a really nice grip on that slide there. They're pretty aggressive. I do like that a lot. We do have obviously some rear sights here. They're kind of they're fiber optic sights. I don't know if it's going to be able to see this on camera, but they do show up really well with some light coming down on there. Very, like when I was out shooting with the sun, yeah, they glow. They're pretty good. So they are pretty decent. This is obviously, and this is also optics cut ready. So there's 2 screws here. You can take that plate off. You'll lose that rear sight, but you can put in a optic on there if you wish. And then we have a fiber optic front sight also. Now you'll notice here that this is actually ready to be suppressed. I have shot about 250 rounds suppressed through it, which went really well. So typically when you get, this is a part you'll add on, and typically at the end of the barrel, this screws on, and there's a thread protector. So you take the thread protector off, and then you screw this on, and that is how you suppress this gun. And we'll go over that in just a little bit more detail in just a second. So overall quality of construction, it's nice. It's definitely light. The trigger is not too shabby whatsoever. Very tactile and crisp break. The reset is pretty tactile and audible. It's, I mean, for 22 pistol and being a striker fire, the trigger's not bad at all. Now to take this gun down, I would need to take off my threaded part right here, so I need to take this off to take the slide off. But you would just actually, instead of going down like you normally do with a with Sig, you would actually push up like so, and then you would just pull back and lift off. This isn't going to come off because I do have it attached with my threaded barrel right there. The barrel is actually fixed and attached below to the frame. Now to put it back on, you pull back, slide it in, and it goes in place. And then you would just put the little lever down, locking it back in place. And there we have it. Now, Now, I said I've gone about 250 rounds suppressed. So I had 2 issues, and in those initial 250 rounds, well, I had more than that, but I'll go over that in a second. So I had 2 that failed to go in a battery, so I had to take them out. So just 2 rounds and 250 rounds that failed to go in a battery. Now, I'm not sure if that was ammo's fault, my fault, or whatever, but there was those 2. Now, I did mention there was other problems. Now, there was, but they were user-induced. Now, with the mags, you've got to be careful when you're loading these. When the rounds go in, they're supposed to sit like at an angle, sit up like this. Now, a few times when they would go in, they would go straight like this. And if they go like that, you've got to bang them, get them to sit properly again. Because if they go in like this and you start trying to fight, you're going to have just crazy malfunctions, which I had. So they were my fault, and it was on a mag. It was like one after the other until I realized that they were sitting like this instead of like this, if that makes sense. And so I just bang it and get them to where it was, put it back in, and it was fine. So that was a user-induced problem, but be aware of that, because I have seen some people complain that they have had some like a lot of jams, a lot of problems with it, and I'm curious to know how many maybe are not loading the magazine right, which is what I did. Once I figured it out, I didn't have any other problems like that again, because they were pretty gnarly. Now, on top of those 250 rounds, I've probably gone through 400 rounds unsuppressed with 2 more failure to feeds. And again, it's just, it seems like it's the tip is catching and just inside on the barrel right there. And so but that's 4 total and about 650 rounds, which to me is pretty dang good, and that's going through a mixture of ammo. So yeah, again, those ones with the mags were my problem, my fault, but those 4 others, I mean, 4 rounds and 650 rounds on a rimfire, I'll take that every day of the week. So yeah, now shooting it was good. I found it to be pretty dang accurate. This is about 10 yards, and you can see here my groupings weren't terrible. I was shooting a little high and to the left. Again, that's more me just getting used to the gun. These are only like, I took these at the third mag maybe I'd put through it. So yeah, but by towards, enter 650 rounds, I was definitely a lot more accurate, but I want to give you an idea right out when I first got the gun. So not too shabby, as I said, I think, for being a 22 rimfire at 10 yards, not too bad. So there's a lot of hype behind these guns. I don't get paid for my reviews, regardless of what some people think. I do not get paid to do reviews. I buy their own guns myself. I rely on you guys when you buy those through the affiliate link in my description. I make a little bit of money off of that. All that money gets plowed back into the channel, plus money of my own. So this is a completely unbiased review. I paid cash for this, my own money, and so do I like it? Is the hype real? Yeah, I think it is. Again, I want to get more rounds through it. Again, 650 rounds is not a bad start, but I want to get more through it. But my initial impressions is really good. Having that huge 20 round capacity in a 22 LR pistol is really, really big. That's a big deal. There's a lot to like about this gun. It kind of reminiscent, I think, of maybe the P320. So if you're using this as a training tool for the cheaper ammo, if you run like a P320, this could be a good option to go with a P322 just to make life a little cheaper on you for yourself. Comes with an optics cut, comes with fiber optic sights, pick rail, decent trigger, suppressor ready. Again, you just got to switch out, take the thread protector off, and then put this screw piece in, and you're good to go to suppressed. So overall, I'm very impressed with it. Again, we'll see what the future holds, but so far, so very good. These have been a bit of a nightmare to get a hold of. If you've been trying to find one, you'll know these are not easy to come by right now. As I'm sure in the next few weeks, month to month, these will come readily available at the $400 price point. At $400, I think they're a really good buy. I paid more than that to get it. Don't judge me. I paid more to get it on the channel because I wanted to get it reviewed and get the review out to you guys. So I did end up paying more. No, I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it, but it was more. But I do like it. It's definitely one of the best 22 LR pistols that I've reviewed. And I haven't reviewed a ton. I've done Glock, which I wasn't a big fan of, the Ruger Mark IV, which I do like. And I've done this one, a couple other ones. This is definitely pretty much at the top with the Ruger Mark IV for me. Very cool, a lot of features I do like. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Do I recommend it at this point? Absolutely. Yeah. All right, folks, any questions, any comments, please ask them below. I'm always happy to help out wherever I can. Links in the description if you want to buy one. If it's in stock, chances are it's not going to be, but if it is, links are there. And if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, please do so. It doesn't cost you a dime, but it helps me out and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And that's it, folks. Until next time, I'll catch you later.